Hello everybody and welcome on my YouTube channel. You are with Alendris and today we are on the test server to discover the last hero who will be released for the month of April. It's the hero for the event of East. It's Crypt Monster.
Hope? There is no hope here.
Crypt Monster is an agility hero. He's pretty funny. I like his looking. It's like monster with some funny animation, especially when he's going on the floor like that. About his statistic right now, so frontline agile hero who possesses DPS, control and survival ability. It's a beast. Not so important right now, but good to know. So if we are reading about this hero, he has all DPS, control and survival abilities. His statistic, right now we can see that he has 50,000 of HP, 840 of armor, 465 of magical resistance, and a high score of critical, because 1850 without any buff of training field, it's pretty high, but his attack power is pretty low, 6600. The training field will increase for this hero HP, attack damage and physical critic. So at the end, when he will be full, we will have 72,000 HP, 10,300 of attack power, it's pretty better, and 2,200 of physical score. It's a really nice score. So he has a decent statistic. We will discover now his skills. The ultimate skill of Crypt Monster is spikes. So Allen summons spikes from the earth along a straight path. Enemy units are hurled into the air, then are stunned and take damage when they fall. Increase 6,300 damage and stun in according of the skill level. So why not? I want to see how much enemy it will touch. If it's full screen, for sure it can be really interesting. Second skill, the green one, energy burn. Allen burns energy of the enemy with high test intellect and deal damage to him. Increase 3,675 damage. Cause the target to lose 358 energy. So nearly 33% of her full energy. It can be not bad. Especially to delay some heroes with strong ultimate, like for example Wind Priest or something like that. Third skill, the blue one, Spike Shield. Allen increases own armor value and return incoming damage to nearby enemies based on how much damage he receives. Increase armor by 420 when the shell is created. We have to see exactly the mechanic, but it can be fun. And finally, the fourth skill, the purple one, Avenge. Allen becomes invisible and moves fast to target he recently has received damage from, dealing retaliation damage to him. Increase 13,125 damage. So it sounds really a huge damage. I really want to see how it works. And for players of Dota, you probably recognize a Nerubian Assassin. It's exactly same skills, except the fourth one with a little bit different. But it's time to see, first of all, his position on the battlefield. Crypt Monster is a frontliner, but it's not a tank, even if he has some decent statistics, especially against a physical damage dealer. He's not here to receive damage, so I hope that he will be behind most of the tank in the game. So we will see. Okay, actually, he's far behind. Okay. Perfect. Only Bounty Queen and Finslayer are behind him. So probably it will be like that. Perhaps Griffin behind him? Ah yes, Griffin is behind, so this okay. It's not so good news, but it's not horrible. Okay. And the rest of heroes are in front. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and I just want to see him. Okay, he's in front. Even Dungeon Keeper is in front, so it's really nice. Like I was thinking, he's frontliner. It's a frontliner, but he's a little behind, and it's good in according to his skills. Let's discover now his skill in detail in Little Fight. So, how his skills are working? This is the first one. Okay, first one, it's on Chaplain. He is targeting the hero with most intellect, so it's really good. The shield. We'll see. For skill. So I see one little bad point already. The fourth mechanic of the fourth skill, he will go on the heroes who dealt damage on him. So if it's a tank, he go in the front lane, like you can see, and he will receive all damages. It's not amazing. Whoa, 31,000 on tank. I'm curious how much he will deal on normal hero. Yes, when he's in front line, you can see that he get interrupt. It's really pity. And finally, the skill who should burn the mana of Chaplain didn't do it because he get interrupt. This time he did it. His energy grown up pretty quickly. It's a good point. Okay, 10,000 without a critical hit, and it's on Chaplain. Chaplain who is reducing damage from man. Finish. I'm not crazy impressed, but he can have a useful skill. I see some utility in my head already, especially against Chaplain or against composition with Written Priest. 260,000 damage. It's not bad. So we will see now the damage test first of all. So let's begin the damage test. I will accelerate a little bit because it's not so interesting. Another time he is going in a front lane because he received damage from the front lane. I really don't like this mechanic. Okay, it will be finished soon. Okay, finally he's on the back lane, but it's too late. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed actually. 300,000. It's not ridiculous. Huh? He's surviving. He's dealing some interesting damage, and he's slowing down enemies with mana. So why not? I want to see it in a normal fight. Against one standard Turtle Fighter team, what we can have. The taunt is not bad. Thank you, Manipulator. So Wind Priest will do a Carnage, but the Crypt Monster doesn't change a lot of things. Yes, it's not crazy. Okay, he's surviving, he's full life. But let's check. 65,000 damage. I'm not sure that he did a crazy difference in this match. Because, like you can see, Wind Priest did nearly all, and Manipulator did also a good job because she taunted at the beginning on Turtle Fighter, and it was a really nice movement. So let's check in another situation. Against an undead team, we hope that Crypt Monster will delay the ultimate of the backline hero, but finally he's interrupt. So for the moment, I'm not crazy enthusiastic. Oh, he did his spell one time. Okay. Okay, stun. And Oh, he can be targeted even if he is invisible. And finally, he's dead. 30 seconds, he's dead. Okay. So we'll accelerate the fight. Let's check. 110,000. It's little better than in the first fight, but we put this hero in this kind of team to delay, for example, Sorceress of or Thunder Beast, and finally he's interrupted, so he's not able to do it. And I don't understand why he can be targeted by a spell when he is invisible. This, I think, it should be modified. So let's see a last example. For this last example, I put him as a frontliner. I hope that he will delay some ultimate, but another time he's focusing the hero who has most intellect, and it's Master Mage, so it doesn't help. So this, it will help little bit the team. Okay, he will die, I think. Oh, he will ultimate. Way! So we won, but let's check statistic. It's really not crazy. It's not his fault why the game is win or a loss. This time damage was done by a Wind Priest, and Manipulator another time did a crazy job. So it's now time to check his strength and weaknesses. 2 points that I'm considering as strength for a Crypt Monster. First point, it is survivability, because you can see that even in frontline he has a strong armor, 800 something without a buff, and with his third skill he gets a plus 420, so he's over 1200 of physical armor. It's really nice, and he has also an interesting pool of HP, 72,000, so he's able to survive. It's not bad point. Second point, it is a crown control. He has his ultimate with stunning every arrows in front of him and dealing some interesting damage, and his second skill, energy burns, who is delaying some heroes ultimate, but be careful with this skill, because he will focus the hero with highest intellect, and for example against Master Mage team, it's Master Mage, so this skill doesn't have so much utility in some condition. Let's now discover his weaknesses. 3 points as weaknesses for a Crypt Monster, and I think they are all linked more or less. I'm explaining. First point, it is a position on the battlefield. He's in front lane. So, when you are checking the mechanic of his fourth skill, Avenge, Allen becomes invisible and moves fast to the target he recently has received damage from, dealing retaliation damage to him. Okay, in 90% of the fight, he will teleport on the front lane. And it's totally bad, because after that he will get interrupted, so he will lose all efficiency of his spell and he will not deal any damages. So I don't understand this position. He must be at least in mid lane, and I think back lane should be far better for this hero. They can decrease his HP and his armor, for example, increase little bit his attack damage, and put him in the back lane. He will be far better. Okay, I don't know if they will do, but I will give this feedback for them. Second point, it's all the mechanic of this hero who is not correct. His ultimate is not bad, but it's directional, so most of the time he will not do it in the correct way, especially if you have in front of you Bloody Earl, if you have in front of you Turtle Fighter, Arcane Sapper, and all this kind of hero will fuck your mind. So I don't think that it's good. Like I told, the fourth skill is the most horrible than all. It will put him in front lane. I don't understand why they will put him in front lane. Perhaps they want to have a combo with the third skill, but it doesn't deal any strong damage. And finally, the third point who is really bad, it's his damage, because for all of this problem, he's not able to deal any important damage on the battlefield. And we could tell, okay, he will not deal so much damage, I mean not 300, 400,000, but if he's able to deal 150, 200, but that he delay the cast of ultimate, that he stuns, that he do a lot of messing the battlefield and all, okay, I don't care, he doesn't need to deal so much damage. But actually, it's not like that. He's not dealing damage, he's not controlling so good the battlefield, and he has a mechanic with just horrible. So that's all for his weaknesses. It's now time to give you my final evaluation about this hero. I will be a little kind with a Crypt Monster today and put him as a situational hero, because I can imagine some situation if you are meeting one team with 4 physical damage dealer and 1 intellect damage dealer, and that you want absolutely to delay the ultimate of the intellect hero. You will have the benefit of the second skill, and perhaps it can be useful. Also in PvE, for example, against Demon Assassin, if you don't want that she do ultimate, if he is able to burn the mana of Demon Assassin, perhaps it can have some utility. It's little bad to tell absolute garbage, but actually in my mind is more close than an absolute garbage than something else. I put situational because I prefer to open my mind and to think that perhaps some players will find something interesting for him, but I don't like him. So it will be an event hero. He has a lot of problem with his mechanics, and if they don't change nothing on this hero, I don't think that he has some future in the game. So that's all for today. It's now time to conclude. Thank you everybody for watching this review. Like you can see, I'm back on the webcam. I'm still not at 100% of my capacity, but it's far better than before. I hope that you like this review. Don't hesitate to follow me on Facebook or Twitter to discover all my actuality and all actuality of the game and other games that I'm beginning to follow. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel if you don't want to miss any video. And if you want to support my work, you can click on the P on your screen, and you can also share my video and like it. It's helped me a lot. Thank you guys. Bye bye.